What if I told you that the single most powerful tool to transform your coaching business isn't some new strategy or shiny technology? It's something far more innate and powerful. It's your level of your enthusiasm. Imagine showing up to every call, every client meeting with such authentic energy that people are instantly drawn to you, excited to work with you, and can't help but say yes. Today, I'm diving deep into how the power of enthusiasm can help you enroll more clients, scale your business, and most importantly, reignite your own passion for the work you do. If you're ready to turn up the dial on your enthusiasm and watch your business thrive, stick around. I'm Travis Greenlee, your host, and I'm truly excited for this episode because we're going to talk about a subject that is foundational to everything we do as coaches: enthusiasm. Now, when I say enthusiasm, I'm not talking about putting on a show or faking excitement. I'm talking about the kind of deep, authentic passion that's rooted in who you are and why you started coaching in the first place. The enthusiasm that comes from your core, where you feel so connected to your purpose that it fuels everything you do. In today's episode, we're going deeper than we ever have before. I'll share my personal journey of how enthusiasm saved my business during some of the darkest times, and we'll dive into the stories of Steve, Margie, and Paula, three of my amazing clients who transformed their businesses by reigniting their enthusiasm. Plus, I'm going to give you 3 practical, actionable tips that will help you tap into your enthusiasm to attract more clients, close more sales, and build the lifestyle coaching business you've been dreaming of. Enthusiasm, it's a word that we hear a lot, but what does it really mean, especially in the context of growing a coaching business? When we break it down, the word enthusiasm comes from the Greek entheos, which means filled with divine inspiration. Think about that for a moment. True enthusiasm is more than just excitement. It's about being connected to something greater than yourself. It's about being deeply in tune with your purpose and passion and allowing that to flow through everything you do. When I talk about enthusiasm, I'm not talking about being fake or putting on a show. People can see right through that. Real enthusiasm is authentic, and it comes from a place of deep conviction. When you're truly enthusiastic, it's because you believe in what you're offering. You believe that what you do has the power to transform lives, and that belief shines through in your energy, your words, and your presence. Now, here's where it gets powerful. Enthusiasm isn't just something that happens internally, it's contagious. When you're passionate about what you do, other people feel that. It creates a magnetic effect. Your clients, your potential clients, and even people who just follow you on social media, they can feel your enthusiasm. It creates trust because people are drawn to work with someone who genuinely believes in their own ability to help. But enthusiasm isn't just about attracting clients, it's about sustaining you too. It's what gets you through the tough days, the rejections, and the moments of doubt. Enthusiasm gives you resilience because when you're deeply connected to your purpose, setbacks don't derail you. They motivate you. They become part of the journey. This is why enthusiasm is the key to not only growing your business, but also sustaining it long term. Let me take you back to 2008. The Great Recession hit, and it hit hard. I had built a thriving 7-figure coaching business. I was working with clients I loved, my calendar was booked solid, and life was good. But then, in what seemed like the blink of an eye, everything changed. The economy crashed, and suddenly my clients disappeared. My income dried up. I went from a full schedule to having nothing. It was terrifying. I remember waking up in the middle of the night, heart racing, wondering how I was going to pay the bills, how I was going to keep my business alive. There were times when I seriously thought about giving it all up, about going back to a 9-to-5. The fear and uncertainty were paralyzing, but here's what kept me going: enthusiasm. Even when everything around me was crumbling, I still believed deep down that the work I was doing mattered. I believed that I had something valuable to offer, that I could help people in a way that no one else could. And that belief fueled my enthusiasm. It was the spark that kept me moving forward, even when everything else was falling apart. I decided to rebuild. I learned new systems, invested in automation, and most importantly, I showed up fully and enthusiastically for every opportunity that came my way. That enthusiasm attracted new clients, and slowly but surely, my business grew again. But it didn't just grow, it thrived. And it was all because I stayed connected to my purpose and let my enthusiasm guide me. Now, I want to share Steve's story because it's a perfect example of how enthusiasm can transform not only your business, but your life. Steve had been coaching for a while, but by the time he came to me, he was completely burned out. He was working one-on-one with clients, putting in long hours, and feeling drained. He told me, "Travis, I've lost my passion. I don't even know why I'm doing this anymore." Steve had hit a wall, and he was seriously considering walking away from coaching. He felt like no matter how hard he worked, he wasn't getting anywhere. His energy was low, and his enrollments reflected that. Clients weren't signing up, and those who did weren't sticking around. The first thing we did was to reconnect Steve with his why. I asked him to think back to the very beginning. Why had he started coaching in the first place? What was it about helping people that excited him? As we worked through this, something incredible happened. Steve started to remember the joy he felt when he first helped someone achieve a breakthrough. He remembered why he loved this work, and his enthusiasm began to return. That shift in energy changed everything. Steve's clients could feel the difference. He wasn't just going through the motions anymore. He was showing up with passion in every session, and that enthusiasm was contagious. Within months, Steve's business transformed. He went from barely enrolling a few clients a year to enrolling 3 to 4 clients every month. His revenue tripled, but more importantly, his belief in himself was reignited. Steve rediscovered his passion, and it fueled everything. So why does enthusiasm have this kind of power? Why is it so transformative in business? It comes down to trust and connection. People don't buy coaching. They buy confidence. They're not just investing in your service, they're investing in the belief that you can help them achieve the transformation they're looking for. And enthusiasm is what gives them that confidence. When you're genuinely enthusiastic about what you offer, clients feel that. They trust you because they see that you believe in what you're doing. And if you believe in it, they start to believe in it too. But enthusiasm also does something deeper. It creates an emotional connection. When you're passionate, you're not just providing information, you're providing inspiration. And that inspiration is what makes clients want to take action. It's what motivates them to say yes to working with you because they can feel your excitement and they want to be part of it. Enthusiasm also helps you stand out in a crowded market. Let's be honest, there are a lot of coaches out there, and many of them are offering similar services. What sets you apart? It's not just your strategy or your credentials, it's your energy. Enthusiasm is the X factor that makes you memorable. It's what makes people say, "I don't know what it is about them, but I want to work with them." Margie's story is another great example of how enthusiasm can change everything, even when you're feeling completely overwhelmed. When Margie came to me, she was working 18-hour days, trying to be everything to everyone. She had so many different offers and ideas that her business felt chaotic. She was exhausted, and her enrollments reflected that. We took a step back and simplified. I asked Margie, "What are you most enthusiastic about? Who do you really want to serve?" We focused on that one thing, and suddenly everything shifted. Margie's energy returned. She was no longer trying to do everything. She was focused on what she loved most, and that enthusiasm was magnetic. Her clients could feel it, and her enrollments doubled in just a few weeks. Margie's enthusiasm had returned, and with it, her clarity, her confidence, and her success. By simplifying her message and reconnecting with her passion, she was able to create a business that felt aligned with her purpose. Then there's Paula. Paula was an incredible coach, but she was struggling to enroll clients. She had the skills, she had the knowledge, but when it came to enrollment calls, she was holding back. Paula was afraid of being too salesy, so she wasn't letting her enthusiasm come through. As a result, her clients felt that hesitation, and they weren't committing. When we work together, I encourage Paula to show up with her full energy, to let her passion for helping people shine through. Once she did that, everything changed. Paula stopped worrying about the sales part and focused on the transformation she could offer. Her excitement was contagious, and suddenly clients started saying yes. Paula's enrollment rate shot up to 80%, and she's now on track to hit $250K in annual revenue, all because she embraced her enthusiasm. Now that you've heard these stories, let's talk about how you can harness the power of enthusiasm in your own business. Here are 3 practical, actionable tips you can start using today. 1. Reconnect with your why. Take some time to reflect on why you became a coach in the first place. What excites you about helping people? What kind of impact do you want to make? When you reconnect with your why, you tap into a deeper level of enthusiasm that will naturally flow into everything you do. 2. Show up fully. Whether you're on a discovery call, coaching session, or just writing a social media post, show up with your full energy. Don't hold back. Let your passion for what you do come through. People are drawn to energy, and when you show up with enthusiasm, it builds trust and connection. 3. Simplify your message. If you're feeling overwhelmed or scattered, it's time to simplify. Focus on what excites you the most and build your message around that. When your message is clear, your enthusiasm will amplify. Clients can feel when you're passionate and focused, and that energy is magnetic. So there you have it. Enthusiasm isn't just a nice to have, it's a must have. It's the energy that attracts clients, builds trust, and fuels your business. Like Steve, Margie, and Paula, you can tap into the power of enthusiasm to transform your coaching business, enroll more clients, and live the freedom-based lifestyle you've always dreamed of. If you're ready to take your business to the next level by unlocking the power of enthusiasm, I invite you to grab my free masterclass at lifestylebusinessquest.com. I'll share with you the 5 proven steps to growing a thriving $250K lifestyle coaching business, all while living the freedom-based lifestyle you love. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the Lifestyle Business Quest podcast. Remember, enthusiasm is your secret weapon. It's the energy that attracts clients, builds trust, and sustains your business through the ups and downs. Stay connected to your passion, show up fully, and watch your business thrive. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, keep moving forward with energy, enthusiasm, and confidence.